Hey guys, and welcome to another video. I want to do another part 2 of this all when it comes to the whole Neuro Sama drama, because there's a little bit of VTuber drama, a lot of people supporting the overall cause of it all, and of course, one of my more personal favorites is a lot of people are now dogging on PirateSoftware and kind of reopening up that wound where he basically went and kind of cheated on the prior hype train, and of course as well, he kind of was saying he was going to try to go and beat the hype train record again, and ever since a lot of his really big kind of like narcissistic, crazy callouts have been kind of like a lot more attention and people kind of notice it all. People are kind of saying like, hey, this person did it all without cheating, because PirateSoftware allegedly did go and cheat on his prior hype train, and that was the old record holder beforehand. So let's go and just talk about a little bits and pieces of drama, and hope you guys will have a fantastic and lovely Christmas. As I'm making this video, I have a big oven roast, like just being cooked right now, and be doing some stuff with my family. Let me know if you guys are doing anything fun for the holidays, and if so, I don't know, just hope you guys have a really fantastic day. Thank you guys for spending some of your time and your holiday time with me in the first place, and everyone who even subscribed from the prior video or just these past few months. It's been kind of crazy as I've been here. My little kind of mini spiel, it's been really nice, and thank you. This is somewhat of a new content for me to kind of broach into, is trying to work on my confidence and standing by my opinions. So I may be wrong, I may make some mistakes, but I do appreciate you guys joining this journey with me, and I'll try my best to get better over time. So let's go and break down some of these stories on over here. So feel free to subscribe if you guys want to, and yeah, that's about it. We have the Twitters and Twitches, a few little Samsung links I'm doing for my main channel down below. You guys don't have to do anything, just enjoy your day and listen to the gossip. So first and foremost, we've been kind of seeing a little bit more of a bonus, like, I don't know, a lot more people supporting the Neuro Sama. If you guys have missed it, a lot of normies, I made a video on it earlier on today, you guys can check on the channel. Basically, some people are just like, you have these new records, and most people, like 90% of people, are congratulating Neuro Sama, saying like, this is a win, like you did great, like this was a lot of hard work, and I stand by that. I'm not so familiar with their content, but I'm familiar enough to know that it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of coding, and making something kind of new. And there's a great community behind it all, and I even saw that on my video earlier on today. People are being phenomenally nice. So thank you. Once again, thank you. But it doesn't mean that not everyone's nice. And I do want to preface this and say this is like the random annoying 13-year-old kids, and this doesn't represent the community as a whole. Because I can even vouch, like I said, I literally made a video earlier on today, and everyone's been phenomenal and nice, and like people are subbing, and like it was like you guys are great people. Like so I don't want you guys to think like this is like, oh my god, this is horrible. But sometimes there does lead to issues with this, just in how big a fan base can be, and I don't want this to represent out the community as a whole, because I think everything in the Neuro Sama's community has been phenomenal. But you guys can see normal people just drop the AI instantly, and people are just like, what is going on with this? Like, a lot of people are like, this is chat GPT. A lot of people are saying this is gross. And some people, I'm going to get to this one, over here are like, ha, 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 ha. How does it feel over here, PirateSoftware, knowing that your character got beaten by an AI character? Ha, ha, ha. I'm going to get to this one because, like I said, I don't really like PirateSoftware. I think he kind of rubbed a lot of people, for many good reasons, off the wrong way. But now people are kind of making comments, and this is like a little bit of mini drama. Over here, where Ceylon, which I think is actually friends with some of my other friends, so shout out to them. They are a nice person. Like I have other people vouch for them and say that they are a good content creator, a good person, but they unfortunately got a little attacked by annoying people in the community. Saying congrats to Vettel and Neuro Sama for beating your previous hype train record. Good. But the swarm stopped coming into my Twitch to tell people during my own subathon to go help with the train. Don't tell me you're noticing less hype on my channel, and it must be because everyone is saving for Neuro Subathon, or the reason I have less people watching is because they are all watching Neuro. This is rude. It makes people feel horrible. And it makes Neuro, Vettel, and I always say, if I say their names wrong, don't mind me, and the Swarm community look bad because you are making people feel sad and including her name in it each and every time. At the end of the day, I'm a small streamer. You are literally coming by to take an apple from me to go give to someone who has an orchard. I'm 100% certain that Vettel and Neuro would not want you to do this, people at all. They are great, and I do enjoy watching their content. But don't use their happy moments to come make others feel awful. Comparison is an awful thing to do to streamers. And I can, I'm with this. I actually support this. Now, obviously, like there's maybe a little bias, like just like a 10% little I got scratched here. I'm gonna scratch a little bit back on the annoying people. I think that's fair. If they're hurt by it, so like nothing against them at all. But like just more reminder, I don't think a lot of the swarm, they even said it themselves, I don't think the swarm as a whole kind of represents this all, but there has been some drama. Like this actually did get at least a bit of attention with the 100,000 views so far already, with them saying, hey guys, like going in their Twitch chat, guys, Vettel hype train is at 94, need help. And they come back another 20 minutes later, so they clearly don't care about the actual stream, saying Neuro is about to go beat the hype train to 103. And then another 30 minutes later, oh my god, Vettel beat the hype train. which is great. Like you guys saw my video even now earlier. I think it's deserved. It's hard work, but it does always stink when, it goes into some other people's channels and, makes them feel bad or is trying to more so poach viewers. Now, granted, this is probably like a little kid or maybe someone who's not as Twitch, averse. They don't understand Twitch. Not to give them excuses, but, I just more so don't want to blame Neuro Sama and that community because they do seem great. But this is valid. Like, people are like, yeah, this is like, it's just, if you have that many people, I think there was like 50,000 people watching that, there's going to be some bad eggs. There's going to be some little kids. There's going to be some people who are not used to Twitch or just bad people. Like, it's hard not to. But for how much great there is, I think it's like worth it. Like, you can't always go and deal with these people doing that stuff. So I feel bad. I feel bad that people had to deal with this. There's a few other little kind of anti-posts like this of people going like in that community, going to other people's Twitch streams and trying to promote the subathon. It was a hype event. It is like a special timed event. I'm not saying anyone should ever do that. It is very against Twitch etiquette, and their point is true. It's basically taking smaller viewership to a bigger streamer. But at the end of the day, I think this is just more of a gossip talking point. And if you guys are just not as familiar with Twitch, just don't do this. It's kind of like you go into a somewhat emptier restaurant and you're like, oh my God, Outback Steakhouse is popping across the street, boys. Like, oh my, and then you walk in 20 minutes later, bro, I just got the best milkshake I've ever had in my entire life from that other restaurant, bro. And then another 30 minutes later, you're like, oh my God, dude, why is anyone even here? Whatever, you guys have a sale, bro. Fucking Walmart has a 35% off sale. Like, I'm going there. It's kind of like, you just don't have to say it, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the hype train as you have it. So a little bit of love over here. It stinks, but at the end of the day, thankfully the rest of the community has kind of presented itself really well. And obviously, like, they're still getting a lot of hate from people thinking it's like ChatGPT. And even people who have been raided. And like, that's a nice thing too, is like the Neuro Sama, they will usually raid other content creators and streamers and spread the love. Like, they're actually good Twitch people. So a lot of people are also now vouching and protecting, saying, hey, I am a proud member of this community. Without their raid last year, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. When I have a lot of new viewers, or sometimes they've done big love raids, or a lot of like subs and prime subs have been donating out. It's just a very wholesome community. And people out here have been like, there's so much unnecessary hate. And I agree. Like, some stuff like this is not hate. This is someone who just got hurt. This is not hate in my mind. Like, I'm with you. I sympathize. I get it. But there are also people that were seeing this like, it's just AI, it's fake. You're using ChatGPT. AI is destroying the world. This isn't a real streamer. And that does add up to as well. But I think the biggest thing that I like the most, besides this, like, I am on the side. I'm cool with this. I think this is cool that they won and they did this. Like, they raid smaller streamers. They give them some spotlight to help them grow. They have a great dedicated community. I saw this even earlier on this, like in the video before. These seem like great people. So it's awesome. But the one biggest thing that I like about is the fact that PirateSoftware is getting dogged. I don't like the guy. Like, I have a little hate on this channel, not that much, but like, I definitely throw my opinions around there. PirateSoftware, I saw him do so many bad, narcissistic things. He was caught lying. He works at Blizzard, by the way, and like, he just wasn't a good guy. And one of the bigger things I saw over here was he also was basically enticing and trying to plan out and kind of schemed out to go and get this last hype train. Like, we saw Twitch even congratulate them out here too. And I also saw him with Animal Baru as well, trying to do like some hype train like combinations and stuff. And these guys are already doing really well. They have a few $1 million as is. And if anyone is a long-term person of mine, Animal Baru stole a bunch of my Twitch emotes and even had like some big legal issues. The guy's a scumbag. So is them two peas in a pod, Animal Baru and PirateSoftware. I think they try to do like some weird competition to be like, who can have the biggest hype train, which is literally just them kind of just, trying to go make money off their own communities. And I just don't really like either one of them. They're both narcissists. There's a big history of abuse on both ends. They're just not good people. So I'm also kind of saying I'd rather this record stay with Neuro Sama. Now, Neuro Sama broke this record a few months ago, and they're technically breaking their own record again with this was like the last few days or so. So this is good because I don't like PirateSoftware. Like I mentioned, there is like leak out here technically saying that they were trying to like incentivize and plan out the trains and keep it going as long as they can. They're trying to go and be like, how do we min-max this? And no matter what people say about this, it's gross. Because if you have people like his own moderators involved in the situation and they're like, hey, well, let's try to go and have you go do like maybe like 50 gift subs to make sure we get it, so we get maybe another 75 gift subs from other people and make sure that train never stops. It's kind of like a hype builds on hype builds on hype. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are saying like, you didn't earn this title at the time, Pirate Software. You're kind of just once again a big fake. It seems like he's been a big fake everywhere. And a lot of things have exposed him not even having his own, like he wasn't even a higher up at the company. He was a Nepo hire. Like his dad doesn't even like him because he doesn't even say like happy birthday to his dad, doesn't even talk to him, but he brings him on stream 24/7. All the things he's lied about, hasn't finished his game. Like he's just the dude's a narcissist. Like it's just weird. Like he's mistreated people. He's just not a good guy. Like it's all just fake. So I also, this is my own little hate segment on Christmas, whatever. Let me get out my system so I can have some Christmas cookies with my family, be happy, you know, get it out, you know, my therapy session. I'm just very happy that all these bad people aren't involved in this. Like they don't have, like they're not getting the credit because a stronger community like Neuro Sama's matters a lot more. Like they did something, they made something new, they made something unique. And it was because the community came together to make it happen rather than people trying to like sympathize and make alt accounts and trying to go and scheme the system and get this attention. And Pirate Software was like, I'm going to try to go beat it again. And as you guys have probably seen throughout his channel these last, probably like the last year or so, not to like dog on someone when it's down, but I just don't think the guy was lying about stories and content and everything. The fact that even now at this point, his viewership has kind of gone down an absolute hole. Ever since the last, I don't like, you guys can even look at the charts, ever since like even the whole Wowgate situation, yeah, I don't think he's ever going to break that record anytime soon. So major kind of big congratulations to Neuro Sama. I think that community does seem awesome. If you guys do, I'm sure none of you guys would, but if you guys do, don't go into other people's streams and bring people down. If anything, just celebrate the moment with the community on Discord, on Twitter, and not go into other streamers' issue, like whatever. But most streamers, I think, are supporting the whole cool idea of AI. The fact that it's something new and different, and it's not like one of those horrible AIs from like Amazon or Meta or Microsoft. It's just someone making something new for the enjoyment of us all. So once again, major congratulations over here to Neuro Sama on the big hype train record. Big apologies and sorries to Ceylon. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Stinks you had to go through that. Major online hug to you. And I'm happy that Pirate Software will never go and have this title again because I just didn't like the guy. And I'll be honest, that's it. Call me petty. Merry Christmas. I love you guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. We have the Twitters and Twitch streams and a little bit of sell links down below if you guys appreciate it. If not, no worries. And I'll talk to you guys all very soon.